Welcome to this space. This is Shawnee from Black Media Podcast.
And this is Brother D from Black Media Podcast.
Today we got all black movies.
All black TV.
And all black content. We want you to subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Hit that Black bell. Media Podcast. You guys got it. Let's go.
Black Media Podcast. Woo. All right, we're back.
Here we are. What's up?
And there's no cake, but we got tea in the cake for you tonight. All right.
Hit that bell.
Well, y'all already know who we are. Y'all saw the intro. So let's jump into this.
Amen. Amen.
Let's jump into this. Man. So this was good. This was good context tonight.
Yes.
And I was right.
Yes, you were right. You were right. You were right about the timeline. Yes, you were. I owe you $1 virtual dollar.
$1 virtual dollar. Thank you. Look, I was right about two things. I was right about that, but that there was another episode left. But also, I was right that I felt like time had passed before she saw Gibbs again. Remember?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely.
I didn't know. Like I was a guest, but I was like, nah, she had to. Whatever happens. But
and she was like,
let's talk about it.
She was like, and I didn't know.
I didn't know.
A whole year had passed. She always talking like she's in a,
Yeah, the accent.
And the shaking in her voice. I was like, matey, you got me. No, but yeah, it's beautiful. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, we're good. So it shows back up, but she's back in London. She's in London, but she doesn't go after Gibbs first.
Mm-hmm.
She fled Scotland after being taken advantage of by her boss, and now she finds herself. She thinks she's sick. She goes to the doctors, and she finds out that that she's pregnant, and it's not the flu. She's prego.
Mm-hmm.
She don't know what she want to do. But at the moment, she's having thoughts. I've never experienced this, but I've heard from stories that people have told when they have been either raped or taken advantage of, or whatever the case, that they couldn't imagine to keep the baby because they thought they would see the offender's face.
Yeah.
So she's having all of these types of thoughts. So it was nice that they depicted what people sometimes initially will have those kinds of thoughts. So she's trying to figure out how I'm gonna make it. Run through the street trying to figure out. She ends up in a what did it look like, transitional home?
Yeah,
for
exactly. She ends up at a convent, but that take care the unwed mothers.
Well, yeah, she ends up there after the Chinese people. So, but home or whatever. She ends up at the convent. So this is the thing about this, and I probably didn't know this. I'm kind of mad about that whole convent. How they made it like an adoption center and not really to help. Because I've actually known the Catholic, I'm going to say it was Catholic Church, over time to really just help people. So I didn't know that was going on too.
Yeah.
They were slaving them pregnant women.
Yeah, but you always got to take it. You always got to take time, the era that they were in, and also what they were dealing with at that time, because how the world looked upon it. The world shunned you at that point.
Right.
Almost to the point where you probably couldn't even get a job, and let alone be an African American or Chinese. She's part Chinese and she's Jamaican. I'm sorry.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is, and she has a child, and now she has to take care of this child. The child looks like it's Caucasian. It's a lot of variables that's going into this thing and they're looking at it like, wow. And the nuns, they don't really have to be, they're not really sometimes evil, but they have to be stern because you're dealing with emotions. And they know that once the baby comes, you're gonna develop feelings and want to keep the baby. And they're trying to look out for what's best for the baby overall, like like money.
Right.
Love from both a two-parent home and everything, but it is kind of a jip. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was listening to this story, and her daughter, the Mabel or whatever, is listening to this. I just love the part when she said, I didn't choose to give you away. You were taken. I said, oh, yeah. They opened up a lot of questions for this girl now.
Yeah, that was deep.
That was deep.
That part right there was deep because for her and see, this is the whole thing. So Mabel, she goes back to her parents in the previous episode, and she's like, hey, about me being adopted.
Yeah, like what?
And the mom focused on herself. She was like, oh, I really wanted a child. She never considered it. But this is the big thing. This is the gaping hole that her mom didn't tell her, even at that point, that her mother wanted her. She never disclosed that.
Screaming in the back of the
exactly. No, she heard it when she walked through the door and said, "That's my baby. I want my baby." And then a hallway argument, because that's what made the couple get up and do a beeline for the door.
Right.
So she heard everything. She wasn't running because she was saying, "Bye, baby." She was running because she knew that young girl wanted a baby, and probably she would have had to give it back, but it was like no, because once again, colonizers, I hate to say it, always, just do stuff like that. So that's why they can pull and run, because they don't have no feelings towards no other race but their own, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm going there.
You know what really pissed me off too?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
That when her mother, she said, what did you check? What boxes you check when I was born? And she said white.
Mm-hmm.
To deny someone's race is to deny them. That's why, like, when someone goes, I don't see color, I just And they say, well, I see human. Well, I mean, God took time to make color. He took time to make us each a color, not to put against each other, but just, whatever color that you are.
Yeah.
So to deny that is to deny you. To deny you. So she denied her from the beginning, even though she, may not have meant that. But that's what she did.
Yeah, because see, that's the whole thing about a lie. I asked a thief once, like, well, hey, why did you guys? I asked a young lady, she had needed some money, and she stole from her friend's house. She had needed maybe $100, and they had like $1,400 money for a gas bill. She took the whole $1,400. And another thief I know, they said, yeah, you take it all, because that's in a thief. They take it all. You ever notice that? That's why even in America, they broke every treaty, because a real thief takes it all. They don't want a little bit. They want it all. So when I look at that and they, when they deny her heritage and stuff, they it's not even a second thought. The fact, because she could have just came clean right there and said, yeah, I know, honey. Your mom really did want you. I'm sorry. She could have just threw that out there.
You have her back. They wouldn't let.
Yeah, none of that meant anything to her. It was like, only thing that matters is I really wanted a baby. I would have been a suitable parent. Yeah, of course you would be, because everything is set up for you to thrive.
To thrive, yeah.
And the fact that this young girl is raped, the fact that she's raped. And she's in a convent, and she don't have anywhere to turn. And the fact that her baby, and you look at her baby and you know that it's part Caucasian.
Yeah, well, she said that, and that's why they wanted her to stay. When she asked her, "Can I ask what race is the child?" She was like, "Oh yeah, this baby right here." Now they probably got some kickback from that. These parents want this baby. They ain't just giving babies away now. They getting something for the church offering something. I don't know if they got.
Oh yeah, it's always going to be reciprocated. Some type of generosity is going to be extended towards them, so that convent can stay open and money is poured in there. That's part of how things operate. That's just hand feeding another hand. But see, I understand the work that let me just get this straight. I understand the work that they're doing. Because some people will have a child, and I don't want the child aborted either. So they're making provision for the child to be somewhere. But my whole point is, we're making, in her specific case, we're just talking about how they didn't want to then help her. Yeah, they denied her right for her kids. She changed her mind. She can change her mind.
And they took advantage of her situation. They said, if you want to stay here, then you got to do this. That's not really help. If you put me in an ultimatum.
Well, you know why it's help? Because it's building them character. Like, all right, you're here because you know why you have to do people like that, because they'll be back there next month with another baby, and then the next month with another baby. No, seriously, because it's like a resort almost. Like, oh yeah, I got knocked up again, girl. Let me get back down here and have this baby. You know what I mean? They're gonna take care of it.
So all right, so y'all, so what happens is she ends up, telling this other roommate of hers, another girl that was pregnant at the same time, that shouldn't think about what her plans are for her baby and her boyfriend, because it might not play out that way. Just disconnect from it and just have the baby and just give the baby to whoever the baby is, because you can't really afford to take care of the baby. She was repeating everything the lady was telling her until the day she decided to hear the heartbeat and want to actually make herself to feel the kicks and the flutters and all that stuff. And then she started to get in touch with her motherhood, and that motherhood was speaking to her and going, maybe not, so she started changing her mind. So the thing I didn't like was the lady, when she caught her in the nighttime trying to escape with the baby.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. Remember, like, lying to her about this.
Yeah, she knew at that point that someone was coming the next morning to get that child. She did know that, but once again, she was straight up with her to say, she never said that you should keep the child. She was just saying, hey, she broke it down to her. Where you going with 2 Pampers and a blanket? You see, it's a tough call. But I understand the call, because she's like, look, you're here. Here you come, and you trying to run out the house with a coat on, not even a coat on, and 2 Pampers and a blanket. Where you going, dog? No, seriously, where are you going?
Yeah, she don't want it to be one of them. She gets overwhelmed in the middle of the night while it's cold in London, and then decides to change her mind again and give up. And the baby's out in the cold at a police in front of somebody's door or whatever. At this point, done died or something, because that happens too.
Yeah, it happens.
Whatever case, I get all of that, but still.
but no, but seriously, what is she supposed to do?
It sucks for that parent, for those people, but it was her child, so she still should have been able to.
But see, children, you see, sometimes we keep thinking about children as property. They're not property; they're human beings. They still need to be fed. They still need to be clothed. Right. They still need to be housed. Where are you going? You get what I'm saying? Like, you're already in the event, huh?
She going to Gibbs.
Then she's scared to go back there because she thinks she's gonna be in jail and they're gonna really take the child from you. So
Gibbs in London. Remember, she got fined.
Oh yeah, she got fined Gibbs. Yeah, but nevertheless.
Anyway.
I'm not going to hang that. See, they made the nun black so they can blame that on her, so people can have
the black woman.
No, seriously, that's why they made her black. Listen, whenever you look at a film and you say and they put somebody black in charge, they're in charge for a reason. Something stupid is about to happen. No, seriously. Check the history of almost every. That's true. It's always. They put somebody black in charge when something dumb is about to, or like they send in a SWAT team and everybody get killed. It'd be like one black. You'd be like, hey, how did he get in charge? And then all of a sudden they all get killed. You go, oh, that's why they made him. Because that's what they do with black characters. It's like, man, listen, I don't cut corners.
She's part of an experiment. Huh? She didn't know.
Listen,
she happened to be Jamaican. That was the crazy part. She was actually Jamaican. It's like, what's the odds?
Yeah, but
what about the other girl though? The other girl that was pregnant. What you think about her? The way she was attacked.
Yeah, look, I know her boyfriend had. I want to know who her boyfriend was. Was he black? He was something else. He wasn't Caucasian.
You don't think?
The girl,
because her mom sent her away.
Yeah, sent her away. And she said, Mom and Dad don't.
Or he poor Caucasian. One of the two. They
No.
She could be poor Caucasian.
Listen, I'm not saying that they can't, but they not throwing no baby. They're not throwing their baby away. I'm telling you, they was like, yo. They said Mom and Dad does not approve of him. Right. And when she said that, that's code for he don't look like me, because. If he was Caucasian, if he was poor, they like he's still one of us.
I'm not going to Asian. It was a lot of Asians in this movie.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, it could have been anything.
Or and I don't know.
One thing that they do in this movie that really gets me and it makes me laugh. Me and my wife, we laugh, is that when I'm watching a movie and when I'm watching, the series.
The series.
They keep putting them in places where black people wouldn't be. Like when they was on the train, they were just sitting there on the train along with all these white folks around them. Everybody laughing, they sipping tea. I'm like, black folks wouldn't have been in that car. They would have been in the car way back there, and it would have been all black people in that car. They wouldn't have been sharing a car.
But it is like that though over there with where the British had colonized in London. It is like that's how it is. When I went over there, I went over there for a hot second before I went to Africa, and I could see the colonization still today.
So imagine it, but imagine it at that time.
Yeah, it was deeply colonized then.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. France and France is huge colonizers. That's what they do. Dutch, huge colonizers. That's what they do. And so for them to be on a train together, everybody say, "Oh, it's different over there." No, it's not. Why you think Marilyn? What's her name? What's her name? Marilyn Markle. What's her name?
I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm trying to catch it.
Marilyn Markle, the black girl who just married the
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle. Why you think she?
Who is Marilyn the who?
Well,
no, that's why Meghan Markle and Prince.
And we're in modern day. Yeah, her and her black mama showed up and showed up.
I love it.
The son, the husband, they all went adios because they knew, because that's how they're treated.
Yeah, they knew that. They knew.
Man, listen, what the rapper say? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. It is what it is. That's why I say I don't play with stuff. I just listen. It's better to swallow it than to sit there and play with your food. Come on now.
Not me. I'm putting a little salt in there, Mom. I can't eat this. Can't eat them.
Straight no chaser. Listen, I know I need to know what I'm dealing with, and that's what she was dealing with. I appreciate what the writers and them was doing, but she wouldn't have never been in there. Listen, watch this. How is she on a train with white folks like that? Yet,
no money.
No. Watch this. But yet, when she went to the workplace, they all were standing around and looked at her like, "What you doing here?" Because they're not used to seeing you in place. So, in other words, they was true to the history in that part, but the part about her being on the train riding from one side.
Because Gibbs, when she finds him a year later, he is doing like activism. Maybe that area was activized. No.
Okay.
It was activated. I was activated.
You can believe it if you want to. We were not riding no carts with no folk. That wasn't happening. And they serving you tea. Where? Where?
Well, that's all right. We gonna see what happens on the next episode of Black Cake.
Don't get me wrong. The show's delicious. I love it. But I just think that that's something that the director was doing just to try to show some humanity, I guess. I don't know. But maybe we can invite him on and find out.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
But anyway, but
so I'm interested. What I'm looking forward to in the next episode, I don't even know what's going to happen. It's one more episode left, and I'm hoping to.
Is there one episode, or is there more? Is there one, or is there more?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think it's just one. Unfortunately, it seems like they unpack a lot in one episode, so it's probably just one. But what I believe happens is the lady who had stayed to help her sister and them.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she put something in his cake or something.
Yeah, they showed her. They showed the mom's girlfriend do it. She broke.
Well, they didn't really say that she did anything. They just saw something happen. Now I don't know what she really did.
Okay.
I don't really know. I don't remember if he took a piece of cake or not. I remember I thought he was about to take a drink.
Well, we know she put something biodegradable.
Black cake, dang it! Look, yeah. He had some black cake. I don't know, whatever he had. She put something up in there.
She put something in that cake.
She's like, you know what? You right, baby girl. I'm gonna look out for you, and I'm gonna do like I told your mama I would. So I think she did it. What do you think about? Do you think they're going to run into her sister? Is that her sister? Or whatever the other girl was. The one that liked her.
Oh yeah. I think they're gonna they're gonna bring back her in this final episode, and I think that I wish the brothers thing would get resolved too, because his girlfriend, she still has the most powerful scene in the whole in the whole series. She had the most her scene when she got up and she walked out when she was like, I can't stay with you because I'm not going to respect you.
Right. Well, he redeemed himself because he got that little conversation. Remember, he got that conversation in the last episode, and he really told his mind, and he took his mind. I'm not done yet.
No, he did, but I'm just saying that was, to me, out of all of it, that was so powerful because
I think they're gonna celebrate their mom. And
she made a decision. She made a decision that she was like, because if I stay with you, if people can get this, she was like, because I'm not going to respect you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna respect you.
It's breaking my heart that I'm leaving. But in other words, I respect you more than you respect yourself. I can't stay around that because I know I'm gonna be living with it for the rest of my life. You're gonna do it with our kids. You're gonna do it where we live. You always gonna find yourself acquiescing to BS, all to appease something that's not real. You know what I mean? Like it's like you want me to be a part of this fictitious world, and I appreciate her for that. Oh, I love that. You know what, man?
I love it. I love how these characters went from being static to dynamic and really changing, transforming into these strong characters, because that's what happens when you face your past, when you're able to unpack some stuff. You can come out stronger and more secure, and not identifying that you're your past, but like really getting in touch with who you are as a person and not walking in your past hurts and all those things. That's what they were doing. They were living out of hurts that they didn't even know because their mother never shared with them. Like, how many parents keep all secrets from their kids and don't share stuff, and their kids are fighting things and they don't even know what they're fighting, all because no one told them. Generational type curses stuff, you know?
Yeah, they fighting that they fighting that, that past or that thing that's living inside them. I mean, look at the fact that the daughter, the oldest daughter, she's baking like Caribbean food and everything, and she doesn't even know why. Yeah. And that's one of the most telling signs right there, and that's why the brother's girlfriend was telling him, "Yo, man, you can't lie about what you going through. This is reality."
Yeah, and she loved the water too. You saw that? I was like, oh, I thought she was going to dive in it at one point.
Yeah,
the way it was so close to her.
Yeah.
She loves the island. Don't even know why. That's so crazy. There's so many people out there right now who don't know their parent or trying to find their actual parent, and they know they're in a family, but they see things that are not in their family, and they have questions.
Yeah, they have questions.
Yeah, there's actually a test. I don't remember the name of it, but you can go online and you can actually, if your parents are deceased, you can swap your mouth with your siblings and see if they're a whole sibling or a half sibling. Yeah, there's an actual test out like that.
If it's made by people who don't look like me, I want nothing to do with it.
You don't want to do it. Look, we gotta find our peoples. Anyway.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Well, don't play with it.
Ancestry.com is good. Y'all can go to that too. But I think the other one with the half brother, half sister, I think that's important because they need to know.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Listen, I have a hard time, seriously.
Yeah.
Believing some of the rhetoric. I'm sorry, some of the things that's shared, because it's always no, I can't.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I want to get mine done. Not for brother sister. I know all my brothers sisters are mine, but I want to get my DNA done. My dad actually got his done, and he found out he was a quarter. Look, 25% European.
Mm-hmm. A lot of us are.
Something else, no, but a whole 25% though. So I want to know, because my mom and dad are not the same, race or whatever. I want to know. I'm very mixed, y'all. I want to know what percentages of things I am.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interesting, and I want my siblings to get tested too to see. I'm kind of curious about that, like how much percentage is spread across all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely, and you have the right to know
Black
that.
or white or whatever that you are, because I got the Indian, I got the Puerto Rican, black, all of that, European up near all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it'd be funny. What if I came out? What if when I did my test, even though my dad was 25%, what if I was like 50%? I'm the lightest one. I think I'm the lightest in my family.
Well, complexion don't determine that.
Well, I know it don't, but I'm just saying if I look throughout my family, I'm saying like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it may come because it really comes sometimes it comes from the dad, but I like my family. I mean,
I want to see. I'm just curious.
yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah.
When I meet people from Hawaii, they always say, "Our women look like you. Are you from Hawaii?" And
No,
I
I think people. No, you should. I think everybody should do a track. I just don't trust certain people doing handling stuff. I don't trust them. I'd rather go
I
somewhere
don't know. I
where
gotta
it's
look into what the tests are, but
where
it's
it's
interesting. People
yeah.
need to know, like y'all parents out there, and y'all got these baby daddies and all that stuff like that. Like, make sure it's the right one. Don't be out here got your kid out here with the wrong, My
Yeah, a lot of that happens, but that's what's happening with well, anyway. So
anyway.
yeah, I mean everybody should know. I know where my family is from. Part of my family is they're Israeli. Part of them are, and
okay.
yeah, part of them yeah. I know. Well, well, I'll leave it alone again. I'm not gonna play with it. But I'll just say this: some of the house of Aaron, which is Moses' brother,
right.
They did DNA tests on some African brothers, and
really,
yeah, it's on PBS. It's on PBS. I'll pull it for you. And it was like, and I never forget that the guys who were talking. They said we couldn't believe they're from the house of Aaron. I was like. I said, all they know how to do. See, people have to understand. Well, Israel had like four baby mamas, and everybody is scattered, and then you go in, and plus they're already from Africa. So, and I don't know, but it's always so amazing by when colonizers make up when colonizers tell stories about history. How can you be in Africa? Forget about complexion. Let's just omit complexion. How can you be in Africa, right? And nobody's from Africa. How is that? How could that be? How every story that you tell, but it's not you guys. But it's not you guys. But it's not you guys. Back in the day when they would show France, when France went over there and colonized Egypt or Kemet. They went over there and they would have like videos, and they would show the little Black Africans helping, doing what they had to do. Right. The people who was coming in loot because they was looting all their pyramids. Right. And they would show them back then the little kids helping and everything. And they showed them they was pitch black. But then all of a sudden, as time wore on, it was like, oh well, wait a minute, we're not black, because you're mixed. And people say, the earlier, because they're trying to say the earlier dynasty was lighter. And then, and I said, I know, let's get it out of the way. I understand that white people have to be from Africa because everybody came out of, that's where everybody came from. But this is the thing that you have to understand is that some of the earlier dynasties were dark-skinned black. Not today.
Oh yeah. And that was like considered like, and still is royal and just very like.
Yeah, people will never want to tell you because they don't want you to have any value. They want to act you like you never came from nothing and you learned everything from me, and that's the danger. And that's why we have to do black media. I'm sorry.
In the world of fruits and vegetables, the same thing what you're saying, it's the same thing everywhere. Purple is king. The darker is king. Like even the fruits and vegetables, they'll tell you that it's the more of the antioxidants, more of the powerful, fruit. I know they don't really say what fruit it was in the Bible that Adam and Eve had. It just said forbidden fruit. It had to be one of the purples. Let me stop. It had to be one of the
Okay,
purple.
well, it had to be one of the
They ain't gonna be tempting you.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this thing.
On the purpose.
Listen, Sean, this thing is real, man. And I don't, I keep telling folks, I just don't play with stuff like that, man. I just don't. I just can't. I just can't acquiesce to BS and then stand up. I'm for the gospel. Yeah, you for the gospel, but you scared to say anything about your heritage. We can talk about everybody's heritage but ours, and that's why I love the fact that we do Black Media podcast, because we get to talk about Black folks. We get to talk about Black and brown folks, and folks that where we come from. I'm like, no, I don't care. How you feel. You don't care about how I feel. You never talk about us, never want to tell it. And then when you do tell something, it always lies. I don't feel like that mess. I'm a believer. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to make you feel good. Who cares about your feelings? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I don't care.
You're like,
anyway,
it's about feelings. It's about the facts. Period.
Yeah, and people. Oh well, we have to watch out. I don't see color. Yeah, whatever.
No, we do.
Listen, if you don't see color, keep on marching. All right, cool.
See color, and color was never made to be put against each other. It's supposed to be the more. I'm explaining the fruits and vegetables. That's the best way I can explain it to understand. With the more fruits and vegetables that are a variety of color that you put together, the better they work together. And that's really what it's supposed to be with all the races. Like all the colors that you put together is not supposed to be like one against the other or one this and that. But it, that's what it's been. That's what it's been for centuries.
Yeah. I mean, and it's going
to be. But we're supposed to celebrate each color. It's not. I don't see a color.
Yeah.
We're supposed to celebrate, but the issue is we ain't talking about the other colors. Why? Because they're celebrated. It's the one that's not. And that's why this is called Black Media Podcast. So anyway, I guess we're going to see what happened.
On Black
Cake episode. If y'all watch Black Cake, it opens on Wednesdays. There's only one more episode left, I think. But you can watch it at any time you want on that Wednesday. You don't have to wait till a certain time. But make sure that you guys join back here with us next Wednesday at 8 p.m. And put in the comments below if there's any shows that you're watching now that has Black leads or any kind of Black content that you're watching that we could check out and review, because we love it as well. And also, if you have some content, if you're out there and you want to discuss some things, submit something and we'll review it and see if that's something we want to review. And you can review it you can submit your submission to BLCKMediaPodcast@gmail.com, and that's BLCKMediaPodcast@gmail.com. You can submit there and we will check it out and let's see if you get picked.
Amen.
All right.
Hey, listen, much love to you guys. Thanks, Shawnee. I gotta go. I got another appointment.
I gotta go. See y'all.
All right. Peace. Be good.
Peace.